Believe me when I say, I need to rinse my mouth. Hold on. So, now I'm had to deal with that one little hiccup. All right. So, let me just talk about today. Before I do that, I do have some things to get off my chest. First and foremost, here are several things I will never do in my whole entire life. See here. Okay. First thing is, I will never, ever use the community tab of YouTube. No stories, no preview videos for premiere videos that will premiere or live streams, no channel memberships, no store tab. Nothing that I can't, if it's anything more than what I have now, I am not going to use it. If it is something that requires eligibility. Eligibility. I want to use that word, eligibility. There's eligibility and then there is money. Okay, being able to afford something with money. Being able to attain something by money, that anyone can pay for this, or anyone can get on and follow these steps and maybe wait around for some time and for these things, for these features to be installed. So I am not going to use this. I am not going to allow myself to get taken in and carried away with using these things when I get them. Because it's just unfair to so many other people. And it's not even worth money. It's the stupid eligibility rule that YouTube has put in place. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't see the big deal whatsoever about just posting a post with a tab, with I don't know, a poll, an image, GIF, just a written message. I don't see the big deal because all you're doing is you're growing your community from that point. You're growing your community using the community tab, and so it can allow people to get pulled in and then, see your posts, and then, they want to watch your videos. So, I really don't understand their philosophy when it comes to having the community tab. I really don't. It is ridiculous. And I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm not going to be a part of the injustice and the rudeness that I observe from so many people who decide to just simply post on the community tab and make it a norm, or, any other feature that requires you to be eligible. I will never use this because I don't believe in rubbing something into somebody else who doesn't have the same thing as you have. Now, before you compare this to so many other things, I just want to tell you, those things are worth money. What if the person doesn't have money? Oh, well, they can work hard to get the money and afford this thing, whatever it may be. I will just learn to resist and learn to discipline myself and say, you know what, I love to use this, but I also believe in equality. And humility is another thing that I believe in. Being someone that, anyone, can really relate to without looking at my channel and seeing the community tab and use. Well, of course, I expect that the community tab, for instance, is automatic, that it just comes with 1K subscribers. It's just a question of, do you use it, or do you just leave it sitting there? Well, I will leave it sitting there. I will leave it sitting there. It may be hard, it may be frustrating, but I'm just going to have to resist the pleasure and resist the opportunity and all of that, and just, get around that and stay away from it at all costs. Because once you get invested into it, once you get introduced and use it, well, then you get carried away, right? You end up just, something super neat and super handy and, practical, functional, and just keep using it. And it kind of, makes you look bigger and better than other people when you just simply post community posts. Oh, look at all the success that I have that you don't, and I didn't even have to pay money for it. Someone can have the empowerment to, okay, I'm going to choose to, work hard and start here and just climb my way up the mountain to achieve this, but you can't control the outer world. You can't control people. So basically, you have to rely on so many more people, other people, to give you what you want, to give you this. And you could, maybe you could lose it. People unsubscribe. And I don't know if it stays there or remains there. It's just, it may take some steps to enable. I really don't know. Because, I certainly don't want to say something that's not accurate, but I do want to say that, if you do see community, the community tab on my channel and all these things, I'm not going to, use that. I will just be, get posted on my Facebook or Instagram page. Memberships, money, well, I'll find other ways to do that. I do have a website, and I may put memberships on there, so you'll just have to join that site. If I want to read somebody's community post on their YouTube channel, well, I go on their Facebook or Instagram and read it there. If I want to join someone's YouTube channel, well, then I go on, instead if they have a website with memberships, well, I'm going to join the website. I don't want to participate in any feature that is a disservice and an injustice to the other people who do not have it. So, yeah, it just, in my opinion, depletes the value and the content and the, of the content. Just the focus and the simplicity of the content that you're just putting out because you're using this bell and this whistle. Because, oh, I have 1K subscribers, I have 1 million subscribers, oh, look at me, I can, have stories now, look at how successful I am. I want to inspire you now that I have all the success, and I, just, yeah. So, I think that with certain advantages that people have, that they can put their inspiration and creativity and message out there, I think that, certain things don't count, and it's easier for them to say if they count their blessings, realizing, oh, I have this. Not that that's a bad thing to, use it, or whatever, but, it kind of, it's like, look at this cool feature, I want that. And then, you get into it, and then you want it, and then you're, upset because you can't have it, and you have to wait. So, if I had to take this conversation to extremes, I'd say don't engage in these features. Don't, click on someone's channel when it is operational. And what I mean by that is, like, if you see a little ring around a YouTube channel, then that means that somebody has, initiated and in the process of creating a story, basically. And you may be okay with it. It may be neutral, it may not be a big deal, but you just think something so, just simple and universal. I mean, you can wake up in the morning, open up your phone, and you can, easily see the, community post. If you search someone's name and you find that they're, very highly updated and inundated with their posts, you can see, oh, the latest posts from this creator, and then you can see it right there. I certainly don't want to sit here and tell people what to do and dictate to people. I just want to express myself. And I am expressing myself right here and now. I'm getting, to a point where the, censoring of myself and what I feel and what I believe and what I want to get out there, why not express yourself? Why not, break the mold and break down the wall and do it? Within reason, of course, but still, there may be things that I may say that may be, you're like, wow, that was, so unique, and, I might not have the most understanding, but that's just what was on my mind, and that's just, something, like a little thought waiting to be said, and, yeah, if it appears that way, then, it appears that way. I don't want to entirely make stuff up and, go off what is realistic, but I also don't want to limit myself in what I say. So, there may be things that may be very creative things that I say, in addition to, everything else and really, molding. But, to just create and complicate it by, creating, having multiple versions of yourself, just be you, just be natural, like whatever comes to your mind, say it, don't hold it back, don't limit yourself. I certainly don't want to limit myself and restrain myself, because that really takes away the joy, and the freedom of me, and, really why I have, a YouTube channel and all of these things that I do in the first place. So, there's a lot of crazy things out there. And, I mean, what's the world coming to if I can't freely express myself, assertively and directly? I'm not living in the 19th century. I'm not living in, those times. So, that's really what I want to say. Thank you for tuning in.